White snake was being burned by fire. When a shepherd saw it, he immediately rescued it. Then he poured the fresh water from his canteen over the snake. The white snake raised its head and looked at him. Its snake heart trembled. This young man and she were bound by a predestined bond that had lasted for 1,000 years. To settle this earthly connection, the white snake traced the words "thank you" on the ground. Then she guided Luqing deep into the valley. They walked for half an hour. The entrance was narrow, barely wide enough for one person. But after 10 Zhang, the space suddenly opened up. A huge bronze gate appeared before them. Inside stood a majestic and imposing palace. The Snake King learned that his daughter Qingyao had been rescued by Luqing. According to the rules of the White Snake Kingdom, a life debt must be repaid with a great gift. So he offered the young man two choices: enough gold to live a life of wealth, or a heart that would allow him to understand the language of all living beings. "I choose the second," said the young man. The Snake King was surprised, astonishment appearing in his eyes. Then his expression turned to satisfaction. Xinyao slid down the stairs, took the heart, and approached Luqing. She gently placed the heart on Luqing's forehead. In that instant, countless sounds flooded Luqing's ears. The whisper of the underground river in the distance, the murmurs of the small snakes nearby, the crawling of insects and ants deep within the rocks. He could even hear the faint buzzing of the glowing stones. At first, the sounds were chaotic, but gradually they became clear and distinguishable. "Father, your breath is so warm. This young man has a simple nature. Perhaps he can be trusted. Another human. I wonder how long it will last this time." The Snake King declared that the treasure had already been given. He ordered Qingyao to escort her benefactor out of the palace. The white snake nodded obediently. She gently coiled around Luqing's arm and slowly guided him out of the great hall. They walked to the cave entrance. Suddenly, Qingyao stopped. "Circle around here," she told him. "In 7 days, I have something important to tell you." Although Luqing was confused, he nodded in agreement. From that day on, he began learning how to filter out useless noises and focus only on useful information. Although this ability did not bring him money directly, it made his work as a shepherd much easier. 7 days later, on the night of the full moon, Lu Qingge came to the entrance of the fire gorge as he had promised. Qingyao told him that because he had not abused the gift of understanding living beings, he had passed the test of the White Snake Kingdom. She also added that Lu Qingge was not the son of an ordinary family. These words left Lu Qingge stunned. As far back as he could remember, he had been the adopted son of Lu, the owner of the tofu factory in the village. Now, he was nothing more than a penniless shepherd and had no hope of investigating his true origin. As soon as she finished speaking, Xinjiao was enveloped in a soft white light and instantly transformed into an incomparably beautiful young woman dressed in white. With a serious expression, she said that she possessed an ancient secret recipe for making tofu. With it, he could reopen the tofu factory once life stabilized. Little by little, she would also help him search for clues about his origin. Lu Qinghe felt his face flush. Then he forced a bitter smile. Right now, he could not even gather the capital needed to open a tofu factory. Hearing this, Xinjiao took a pearl from the East Sea out of her sleeve. She said she had obtained it during her training and that it would be enough to exchange for the money needed to start the business. Lu Qinghe hesitated, but eventually accepted the pearl and returned with Qingyao to Peach Blossom Village. After arriving in the village, Lu Xingye explained to everyone that Qingyao was a distant cousin who had lost her parents and had come to take refuge with him. When the villagers saw Qingyao's beauty and elegant bearing, although there were a few whispers, no one questioned it too deeply. A few days later, Lu Qinghe went to the pawn shop, pawned the pearl for 52 taels of silver, and successfully reopened the Lu Ji tofu factory. Qinyao's secret tofu recipe turned out to be extraordinary. She soaked the beans in the living water of Emerald Mountain, following the ancient method of the White Snake Kingdom. She controlled every detail of the curdling process. The tofu turned out as tender as solidified cream, so soft that it melted in the mouth. In less than half a month, it became a unique and famous delicacy in the village. Every day, the freshly made tofu sold out before noon. Lu Qingwei managed the business better and better, and their lives became more comfortable day by day. Best of all, Xinyao also understood medicine. She knew 100 herbs and secretly used the healing techniques of the White Snake Kingdom to treat the villagers for free. Soon, she earned the title of the Little Doctor of the Lu family. On that particular day, Chen Zixuan, the son of the richest man in the village, Chen Yuanwei, came again to the Luji tofu factory. This young Chen, 20 years old, was a renowned scholar in the county and was preparing to travel to the capital to take the imperial examinations. From the first time he saw Xinjiao, he became captivated by her as if she were a goddess. From then on, he came to the tofu factory every day, sometimes with the excuse of buying tofu, sometimes claiming to feel unwell, sometimes seeking medical consultation. In truth, he only wanted an opportunity to speak with Qingyao. Qingyao merely smiled faintly and said directly that his pulse was steady and showed no signs of illness. She calmly rejected his deliberate advances. Although Chen Zixuan received a polite rejection, he was not discouraged at all. Instead, he turned to Lu Qinghe, who was standing nearby. Pretending to offer advice, he said that since Lu Qinghe read books, why not try to obtain an official title to bring honor to his family? Lu Qinghe shook his head and excused himself, saying he had no great ambitions and only wished to live peacefully. Chen Zixuan's eyes flashed with a hint of disdain, but he maintained a friendly smile on his face. He even praised Lu Qinghe for his simplicity and detachment, saying it was admirable. Taking the opportunity, he mentioned his father's birthday banquet in 3 days and warmly invited Lu Qinghe and Qingyao to attend. "The birthday banquet of Master Chen Yuanwei. We have to go. I hate these kinds of events. The Chen family is the most prominent in the village. We just arrived. It wouldn't be wise to offend them." "All right then." They prepared splendid gifts and went together to the Chen residence. At that moment, the Chen mansion was decorated with lanterns and ribbons. Guests came and went endlessly. Chen Zixuan personally greeted the guests at the gate. When he saw Qingyao dressed in a light green outfit, the burning obsession in his eyes eyes grew even stronger. Qingyao noticed this and deliberately took Lu Qingge's arm. Jealousy burned in Chen Zichuan's chest, yet his face remained expressionless.